Good afternoon everybody and welcome to Monday Night Softball, Premier Reserve Women. Tonight's game being played between Auckland United Reserves and Waitakere Bears Reserves. Currently down here at Phyllis Reserve out in the Mount Albert region or area. Had a few atrocious days of sun so far, of rain so far, but we've got a bit of sun at the moment, so we're definitely not complaining. So currently in the box for the Bears, number 5, Michaela Cross. And Cross driving on through to shortstop with the throw for the first out for the Bears. So quickly just running through the Bears lineup. Pardon me. We'll get to that in a second. Currently in the box, number 27, Sam Smith.
Let's go, Sam.
But we'll run through the defensive lineup for Auckland United. So on the mound today, number 3, Shannon Kroon. She's pitching to a man I can't see just yet. So Sam Smith driving a beautiful ball out to left field there, giving her a single. We'll come back to the catcher, but playing first is number 11, Gabby Winter. Second base, number 5, Jessie Rauia. Third base today is Madison Edgecombe, number 12. So currently in the box, number 25 is Brooklyn teaming for the Bears. Just fouling off that first one. So just going back to AU's lineup, as we said, number 12, Madison Edgecombe is playing third for them today. 13, Megan Williams is their shortstop. Left field being played by Tupenia Ansef. Centre field is Iris Goodwin, number 14. And rounding out their starting 9 will be number 21, Rosa Latin in right field. So as we see, we've got the young lefty for the Bears in the box. It's a nice rise ball delivered by the pitcher from AU. Toomey swinging on it, but getting out of jail there, fouling it out over the first base line. Obviously today's game being brought to you by Hollywood Fish Farm. Big thank you to them and the assistance they give us to enable them to bring the streaming to you. So please ensure you do, when you do get a chance, head across to their site or their Facebook page. Nice and easy to find. Give them a like. Feel free to tell them you learnt of them from watching the stream. Again, team is swinging. Big pop fly in field, comfortably into the glove of the third baseman for AU. So Bears just with the one runner on first. And that'll bring up number 6, Dom Rangi, into the box for the Bears.
Good eyes.
That side. Gabby, go that way. Yeah, he's here. Hey, Dom.
And Dom just popping one up there out to second with the shortstop coming around comfortably to take that catch. So side away for the Bears, no runs scored. We'll be back in a second after a word from our sponsors. Okay, welcome back to Phyllis Reserve out in Mount Albert. Game tonight being played between the Waitakere Bears and Auckland United. No runs on for the Bears in their first at bat tonight. Swing and a miss on that one. So quickly just running through the lineup for the Bears. On the mound for them tonight is Tori Talamahina. She's pitching to Kiara Taimai behind the plate. Playing first base tonight, number 2, Samantha Hutchinson. Second base tonight, being played by number 6, Dom Ringy. Number 25, Brooklyn Timu playing third. And number 5, Michaela Cross is your shortstop. Out in left field, you have Ashley Johnson. Sam Smith is playing centre field. And rounding up the starting 9 for the Bears is Kaylee Hunt in right field. So Talamahina delivering the goods on the first one, the K swinging. One down for AU. And that'll bring into the box number 5, Jessie Ruia for AU. So as we said, fairly trying conditions, not a lot of ball played on the weekend. Don't believe any ball was played for juniors or seniors. I know Ramblers had the chote on yesterday, and I think that was rained out as well. So girls quite happy to be getting the game in tonight. Get those arms swinging, and we will also be back on here tomorrow night with Premier softball being played from Starling Park. Bit of a late one tomorrow, 8 o'clock start. Just confirming that this got the ever-wise Fran Bromhead mouthing at me that it's being played at Ramblers, not Starling tomorrow. Always good to have the wisdom sitting next to me. Swung on and fouled off. About keen to get a piece of this, but just fouling off the top of the bat again. See what Talamahina can do with this one. Here's the pitch. Down the tram line. So 2 down for AU. First one went out swinging, second one went out looking. And that should bring in for them, if their lineup I have in front of me is correct, is Megan Williams. So Williams got a nice piece of that one, but just dropping out behind first in the fouls territory. She'll come back, have another go. Punched again, but fell off into the car park this time. So Talamahina 2 up in the count here. And a swing and a miss for the third strike. So a nice start from Talamahina, 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a second, going into the top of the second. Nil ball game at this stage.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweep.
Okay, welcome back to Phyllis Reserve. Top of the second here, nil-all ball game. Currently in the box for the Bears. Number 9, Tyann Lamalu Bromhead. Bromhead Lamalu, I'd say. Oh, so easy having the wise one sitting next to me.
You're taking the piss.
Punched, it's gone safe. So, beautiful drive by Tyann there, out over the head of third baseman towards left field, giving her a stand-up double. And that'll bring into the box number 10, Kiara Tomlin. Pitcher trying to tempt Tomo with a change up there, but couldn't get it a bite.
Get up! Up, up! Gabby!
Gabby, that's yours. Come on.
Double!
So popped high, a real floater. Tomo got out of jail a wee bit there. Just AU's defence just a wee bit slow coming across for that one.
Gabby, too far that way. 1-on-1.
So Tomo will reset, have another shot.
Come on, Kate. Come on, Kate. Up, up, up!
Oh, God.
Double! Climb the fence, Gabby.
And another foul.
Thanks for protecting us.
Coming off that one.
Out front here, Kate. Come on out.
Gone only a few weeks ago. When did it land on the end?
So down on the dirt there, catcher not able to hang on to it. And Bromhead seizing the opportunity to steal third. So Bears now with a runner in contention here. Just needing Tomo to punch one. But couldn't tempt it with that rise ball. So stacked up count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a nice drive by Tomo out to left field. So Tomo will take the single and also collecting the RBI, bringing Bromhead home. Nukunuku will take the opportunity, he'll bring in a DR for Tomo. And that brings into the box number 8, Kaylee Hunt.
Go! Slide.
So first pitch down, base stolen.
You go, Kate. Come on out.
Always fantastic to see with the management team for the Prems, obviously running the reserve team as well, giving the young ones the opportunity, bringing them up from 17s to be included in the development program. So again, ball down in the dirt, pass ball. So Tiara Nathan, the DR, will steal third on that one. Again, runner in scoring contention. Hunt just swinging on that one, fouling it out down the third base line.
I think they're too far. We like that. It's all good thing.
Good patience then. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Hey now, Kelly! Hey, Kelly!
Nice running too.
And Hunt dropping one down towards third there, throw across to first, not successful, so she will go safe. And in doing so, bring Nathan home for the Bears. Bears now 2 up, and that brings into the box number 21, Ashley Johnston. But you're going to need to just settle down a wee bit here of wild pitches. Hunt now having stolen round to third. Strike called, so it brings our count to 2-1. Punched up, but that'll fell out over the fence line. So the previous foul with that ball stacks it up. Full house being the count. End is coming loose, hit by pitch, so Johnston will head off down to 1. So that's fine, no real damage done. So Bears now with runners in the corners and brings into the box number 2, Samantha Hutchinson. Swung on and fouled off. Got to work a wee bit on this end with the restraint, seeing that your daughter's in the box. You keep the lips firmly sealed. Won't bother trying to offer fatherly advice at this point in time.
Nice piece, Sam.
A nice drive out to centre right. And Hutchinson will take the single, advancing Johnston through to 3. So a nice piece on that one. She will get to ride home in the car after all. And that'll bring into the box number 5, Michaela Cross. Back to the top of the order for the Bears. Straight down the line, called fair. So a nice single from, nice stand-up double from Cross, advancing Hutchinson through to 3. And also the RBI bringing Johnston home.
What's that?
So back in for the Bears, number 27, Sam Smith. Another one driven hard, straight past the third baseman for a single, but Smith will claim double RBIs on that one, with Hutchinson and Cross both coming home off that hit. So Bears jumping out now, 6-0 up, and we're still on the top of the second. Back in the box, the young one, but also the power hitter. 25 Brooklyn Timu, and there's the example. So Timu driving that one up high and hard, but caught by centre field. So Smith having to do a quick about face for the dive back to first. So just the one out still for the Bears. Brings back in number 6, Dom Rangi. So just a wee bit high and outside.
Hey, Dom, hey, Dom. Good.
Popped high by Rangi, but out over the third base line. Are you not able to get there in time? Obviously, normally we would like to have an extra couple of camera angles. We've just got the 2 tonight. We are travelling, running off battery power, so we'll give you as best as we can do in limited circumstances. And punched by Rangi, but it'll drop short of the left fielder. So a nice stand-up double by Rangi. Smith rounding 3, thought about it, but played safe and came back. And it'll bring back in number 9, Tyan Bromhead Lamalu. Yeah, I got the grin from Graham that time. Better the grin than the slap on the back of the head, I can tell you. So again, as we were talking with the development program and the management team, bringing the young ones up. I'll try on a classic example of that. 17s player, but proving her worth in reserve grade. Not too many 14-year-olds batting probably close to 700 for a reserve grade team. So fantastic to see, and also brilliant to see the camaraderie between all of these girls. So let's see what AU can do here. Here comes the pitch. And Bromhead taking the walk down to first, but with the ball coming loose from the catcher there, seizing that opportunity. Zipping on through to second, and Sam Smith also taking that opportunity and coming home. So it moves us through to 7-0, and back in the box for the Bears, number 10, Kiara Taimai. So again, still slightly trying out here. The field's obviously got a few imperfections in it. Shortstop not able to hang on to that one and just zipping under a glove on a bit of an awkward bounce. So Taimai will take the single on that. Bromhead will steal home, and then on that throw to home, Taimai will also steal second. So just a wee bit of a timeout called. Everyone just taking a second to settle it down a wee bit. Looks like we're just about ready to go. So Bears are really jumping out now, 9 up in this second inning, and back in the box for them, number 8, Kaylee Hunt. Height was nice, just a wee bit off the line.
Good hold.
Time I just taunting them, just about coming halfway down the line there, but no one covering at second, so not a lot of urgency required to return.
Yes, Kaylee! Get back.
So Hunt being caught by the shortstop. Time I almost getting caught out herself, but AU unable to successfully execute the throw 2-2. And then with that overthrow, she managed to head on down to third. So she'll swap out, 2 down catcher. Hunt will come back in and run for her. Hits. And that'll bring back in for the Bears, number 21, Ashley Johnston. Big swing from Johnson, but swung over the top of it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. As we said, top of the second here, Bears 9-0 up in this one. Just a wee bit high, good hold from Johnston. Flied up, but out over the first base fence into the car park. So, count holding 2-2.
No, she's down there.
Johnston obviously just losing the count there, heading off down to first, so she'll have to come back. So all stacked up, 3-2 the count. And the pitch dropping short, but a nice block from the catcher to hold that runner at third. So Bears now with runners in the corners, and back into the box for the Bears, number 2, Samantha Hutchinson. So Bears showing nice patience in the box here tonight. Very easily to get sucked into that hole and start swinging like that. Fouled high, sorry, flied high, straight out to the shortstop. That'll bring up 3 down for the Bears. We'll be back in a second, heading into the bottom of the second. Bears leading this one 9-0.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper.
Okay, welcome back to Phyllis Reserve, Bears versus AU. Bottom of the second here, Bears 9-0 up on this one. And in the box for AU is number 14, Iris Goodwin. Punch down. But Cross cutting that one off, it's short with a throw through to Hutchinson on first for the first out for AU.
No. So was at the start of the swimming? Yeah.
Strike down the centre from Talamahina for a called strike. Better thought about it, but pulled away on the rise ball. And Cross cutting that one off again at short. With a throw through to Hutchinson, picking that one up nice and low, but taking the second out for AU.
The next thing is that Evie will come in together. Hope will end up going picks up and time
So straight down the tram line from Talamahina, strike called. Just getting a wee bit loose there, but managed to haul that one back in. Again, just a wee bit loose from Talamahina, but no damage done, no runners on at this point in time. And fouled off on that one. Ball down low, Talamahina just needing to just reset just a wee bit. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and fouled off. And down the centre for the third strike looking. So bottom of the second, Bears still holding 9-0 up in this one. We'll be back in a second after a word from our sponsors.
bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Okay, welcome back to Phyllis Reserve out in Mount Albert. Reservesvs Ramblers heading into the top of the third. Bears still holding 9-0 up in this one. Brings us back to the top of the order with number 5, Michaela Cross in the box.
Go, Mickey.
So just the 2 balls so far. Cross taking a big swing at that one, but couldn't quite grab the end of it. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
Are you Mickey? Hey, Mick, hey, Mick, hey, Mick! Good eyes. Oh, wait. Here we go, Mickey, you got this!
Again, Cross going after it, but just fouling off the bottom of the bat. Ball will go dead. So that'll stack her up. 3-2 count on Cross. And a nice ground drive straight up the centre to the centre fielder, giving Cross the single.
Oh my God, only my child would have happened to.
So, Nuku will call for the DR. So Cross will come back in. We'll swap a speedster with a speedster. And that'll bring into the box number 27, Sam Smith.
Are you Sam?
Should we be so embarrassed?
So run and going, but the throwdown was good. Nathan being tagged out at second, so 1 down for the Bears. And the throw not successful by AU, so Smith will also go through for a single, stand-up single to first. One of the changes being made by Coach Nuku with Hope Maka, number 11, coming in for the Bears. So again, a bit of a loose pitch there coming in, so Smith will steal second. Driven straight down the third base line, ball will stay fair. So Smith will come home on that one. Marker will hold up at 1, but will get the RBI in the process. So that brings back into the box for the Bears number 6, Dom Rangi.
Are you done?
So the throwdown unsuccessful. Marker will steal second on that one.
Are you done?
And Rangi hitting that one up high, straight out to the waiting glove of the left fielder. Marker will hold up at second. So back in the box, number 9, Tyan Bromhead Lamalu. Had a nice good crack out past third on her last one. Big swing and a swipe. Couldn't quite grab it. But in the process, Marker will steal third. So Bears with a runner in the corner, waiting to pounce.
Stay still.
And a tip foul. Hey Granny, I'm not allowed to comment, neither are you. So 2-2 the count on Bromhead. And a big swing, but dropped third strike. Catcher couldn't retrieve at the time, so she'll go through safe to first. Marker's still holding at 3. So Bears with the runners in the corners, and another change for the Bears with number 1, Evie Craig, young lady new to the team this year. Craig just a wee bit early on the swing there, driving it out onto the third base fence line. Down and loose, but Marker will slide in under that one. So AU needing to light something up here pretty quickly, getting close to a pardon me, getting close to the Mercy, which will be 15-3. So first up for Craig tonight, she'll be looking to get something going, see if she can swap places with Bromhead out on 2. Fired another warning shot down towards her coach in the third base box. Well, Craig seems to like that spot at the moment. Some of the girls just struggling a wee bit with the slightly slower pitcher. Just need to contain that swing and blast one out there. And there it comes. Big drive out into left field. Left fielder not able to get glove to ball, so she's done exactly that and swapped places with Bromhead. So a nice RBI for Craig, and we'll move the Bears through to a 12-0 lead. Looks like Nukunuku maybe making a defensive changes too, so he's brought Craig back in where she will more than likely catch the next inning. So 2-down catcher. And in the box for the Bears, number 8, Kaylee Hunt. Punch second base coming forward, but going under a glove. So Hunt goes through to first. Brings Bromhead home, and also at the same time we have brought back into the box number 21, Ashley Johnson. So Johnson heading down to 3.
I'll come back when we go to
The call made for the throw to first being successful. If I go back and have a look at that camera angle later on, I think you might find the foot was probably about 6 inches off the plate, but Blue has called it. So 3 down for the Bears. We'll be back in a second going into the bottom of the third. Bears leading this one 12-0. Okay, welcome back to Phyllis Reserve out in Mount Albert. Bears versus AU, the Reserve Women's grade, the Dynasty NFS series. Bottom of the third here, Bears 12-0 up. Currently in the box for AU, number 11, Gabby Winter. And a swing and a miss for struck one on her first. So a couple of changes also defensively being made by Dion Nukunuku. Brought number 11 Hope Marker in to pitch Evie Craig now behind the plate. Tyan Bromhead Lamalu is now your third baseman. No other changes at this point in time. And for Maka's first up on the mound, currently sitting with a 2-2 count on Monta. Punch down, but that'll go foul. So last one of the ball, count is now stacked up, 3-2. And popped, but Rangi moving round to the right from second to take that catch. So one down for AU, and that'll bring up number 12, Madison Edgecombe.
Hang on, what's this number?
So down the centre from Maka for a strike. Down the centre for strike 2. And straight down the gurgler for the third strike looking.
Shoot at the swapping sides.
For the second out.
When I told you they corrected it, yeah, they batted out of order. I don't care.
It looks like they might have had a little bit of batting out of order there because Madison Edgecombe's in the box now.
We'll just swap it, let them swap.
Hit and punched high. Smith will come round from centre field and comfortably get under that one for the third out. So we'll be back in a second going into the top of the fourth. Bears leading this one 12-0.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Okay, welcome back to Phyllis. AU versus Bears. Back in the box for the Bears. Number 2, Samantha Hutchinson.
There must be something there. I'm blind as a bat. Okay, that's alright. It's like hooked in
So
there.
inside line there, ball called. So strike call, 1-1 the count. Swung on, just kicking back, giving him a bit of a tickle up on the shin there. But hello, how's your father? And yes, you're awake now.
Thank you.
So ball outside on that one, moves that count to 2-2.
If she did rip it, you might get a bloody four.
That would not have been good.
And again, punched up, but straight into the waiting glove of the shortstop for the first out for the Bears. Next batter up, but what we will do in the meantime is hand you over to a different voice, one you won't have heard before.
Go, Taylor!
So Boo Quinn will be taking over commentary from
Are
here.
you Taylor?
So another change, Taylor Maxwell currently in the box.
Go, Taylor!
Change Taylor Maxwell is in the box. Ball has the second bridge.
Are you Taylor?
Hit out to right field, fielded by a right fielder, and safe on one. I hope I'm doing this right. Next
Can do
up, we have Sam Smith, number
27.
27.
Can't do it wrong. You just tell them what's going on. I think you're talking to your mum.
Fly ball out towards right field, drop down the gap. Taylor Maxwell advances to second base while Sam Smith is second.
Hope marker.
Next up we have number
11, I think.
11.
Go, Hope! Let's go, Hope!
It's different pitches, all sorts of different shit out there.
Fly ball out to right field.
Don't whisper, tell them how it is. Loud and proud, man. Come on.
Swing for strike.
Hey, you Hope!
Oh, nice. Ball hit out to right field, gone past the right fielder. Arming second, now it's three. And holding the swing, 2 runs, lovely hit there.
Hit triple.
Next up we have Dom number 2.
15 1.
Go, Dom!
One down.
Hit to shortstop. And out at first base. Dom scoring the runner.
Let's go!
16-1.
Another batting change. Tori Tolomahina.
Now we have Corey, number 30, a great number. Good eyes, Tori.
Hey, Tori.
Hey, Tori.
Hey, Tori. Here you go. Like you can. Oh.
Yeah, you seeing it there? Come on out. Hey, Tori. Hey, Tori.
Nice, Tori. Hey, Tori.
Oh.
Go, Tori.
Okay. That's right. Let's go.
Hey, Tori. Hey, Tori.
Hey, Tori. Hey, Tori. Hey, Tori.
Okay.
Hey, you, Tori. Come on, Tori. Hey, you now.
And
Tori
takes a walk. 2 down. And now we have Kiara, number 10. Up to bat with
DR coming in
our
for...
DR coming in for Tori.
Oh, it's a re-entry, sorry.
Oh, no, my bad. Re-entry. We have Tyan, number 9. The score is actually 16-0. Oh, hit from Kiara to second base and made the play at first base. Side away. So it was 16-0 to Bears at the top of 4.
We'll be back going into the bottom of 4.
We will back going into the bottom of 4.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Leave it on my YouTube.
You right?
Oh, okay. 16-0, bottom of 4. Oh, hit to, oh, nice, straight to the pitcher, out at first base, number 3. 1 down.
Good bat. Got on back. I can blend back up. Still batting. Perfect batting average.
What I was saying, she's got that leading in stats, she's got a little asterisk by the way. Hey, Hope, hey, Hope!
Who's better?
Juicy Rawia.
Jesse Rawia.
Ball 2. We have Jesse, number 5.
Brought Evie back out already. Kiara's back in.
Yes, Hope!
All 3.
Let's go, Hope.
Try. And it just, yeah.
All 4. Number 5 just takes a Next we have number 13.
Megan Williams.
Megan Williams. 4-1. Throw down to first base, Sam.
Check, ready to fire.
Take your time, huh?
You go, Hope. Ready to fire.
Runner advances a steal to second base. Impossible. Oh! Ball hit to Mickey at shortstop. Throw and run. Runner steals from second to third. Also going safe at 3. Safe at 1 and 3. Nice.
So Tom, I just calling it. Tom, I'm calling the time out. Go for it.
So 16-0 to Bears with runner on 1 and 3, 1 down. 1 with 4. And it's foul ball.
Oh, where was the dive, man?
Ball 1. Runner still to second base.
All of them.
Ball 1, strike 1. Oh, top up again, foul ball. Oh, nice. Sam catches that in the foul ball territory. And that's it. 2 down.
Nice, Sam.
2 down, runner on 2 and 3.
Two down, 1 for the ball game.
Bubble the base. Fly ball up towards the field. Nice. And Ashley catches that, ending the innings, which means it is the end of the game. So winning, final score is 16-0 and the bottom of 4-2 Bears. Whoop.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Premier game, Howick versus Bears at Ramblers at Warren Frere at 8 PM. Let's go. Thank you very much. That